who was ridiculed and scorned.
Yes, yes, yes.
These are the folks that nobody paid attention to, that they laughed at.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
These are the folks that's on the government statistics that you will find on the welfare rolls.
Yes,
the ones that are downcast.
yes,
And the statistics of having no fathers and no mothers and abandoned. And left on the side of the road and even found in trash cans because nobody wanted them.
Oh, God. Hallelujah. Thank you.
It's in Lodebar
Yes, Lord. Yes,
where
Lord.
folks are ignored
Yes, Lord. Yes,
and not paid attention to.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
These are the folks by no fault of their own found themselves in Lodebar. So it wasn't anybody to blame why they were there, but they was just left there. They were done wrong. They were crippled on their feet like Mephibosheth. As a matter of fact, Mephibosheth was, when his dad was at war, Jonathan, the nurse that kept him, dropped him. And he became crippled. So they put him in Lodebar. Whenever his dad and his grandfather died, they dropped him off in Lodebar, in a place where forgotten people existed.
Jesus. Jesus.
He was dropped off there because nobody wanted to care for him. He was dropped out there because nobody was concerned about him anymore. No fault of their own. These are the same folks that we find that are molested as children. They would be dropped off in Lodebar. These are the same folks that were raped as adults. They would be dropped off in Lodebar. These are folks that were verbally abused as children. They were dropped off in Lodebar. These were folks that they said wouldn't amount to anything. They were dropped off in Lodebar. These are folks that were not raised by their parents. They were dropped off in Lodebar. Folks that didn't have any education, didn't have any dreams. They were dropped off and left in Lodebar. So what you found in Lodebar was a bunch of sad folks where dreams went to die, where hopes went to die. These were folks that never could come to the realization of what God meant for their life. They were left in Lodebar, whose relationships were broken, whose families were dispersed. They found themselves in Lodebar. These are the folks that were schizophrenic in behavior, trouble in their spirit. Its very name suggests that there was no pastors. Pastors represent a place of spiritual renewal, a place where you can hear from God. But in Lodebar, there was no pastors. There was no hearing from God. There was no renewing of your spirit.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
In Lodebar is where some of us find ourselves. And we're trying to assess blame and trying to make sense of how we got to this place called Lodebar. Let me tell you, there's nothing or no one to blame of being in Lodebar. Sometimes in life, bad things happen to good people. Sometimes in life, you find yourself in a situation that you didn't desire to be in. You find yourself in Lodebar. You find yourself forgotten. You find yourself lonely. You find yourself going through the motions and not being fulfilled. But I'm here to tell you this morning, it's time to leave Lodebar.